Good morning, dear students of class 12 science. Welcome to biology class. Today we will start with a new chapter, microbes in human welfare. Okay, so what do you mean by microbes? So generally when we think of microbes, we will think of the harmful microorganisms which are able to cause different types of diseases in human being or in animals and plants. Clear? We just think of the harmful microbes, but there are certain beneficial microbes also which are mainly used for the benefit of the mankind. Okay, so in this chapter we are going to learn about the role of those microbes or the uses of those microbes for the welfare of human being. Clear? So before starting with the chapter, what do you mean by microbes, or what are microbes? Okay, so microbes are the microscopic organisms which cannot be seen by the naked eyes. They are only visible under the microscope. Okay, now they exist everywhere. They are present everywhere. They are present in the soil, they are present in water, in air, inside and on the surface of our body and that of the animals and the plants. So they are present everywhere, and they are even present on those particular habitat where life does not exist. Okay, so they are present several meters deep in the snow, okay, inside a thermal vent, or even they can reach high temperature as 100 degrees Celsius. Clear? So they are present everywhere on every habitat where there is not possibility for the existence of life. Clear? Next, microbes belong to the diverse group of organisms. They belong to bacteria, protozoa, fungi, viruses, viroids and prions. So they have got huge diversity. Now microbes like bacteria and fungi, they can be grown on the nutritive medium. On a culture plate containing the nutritive medium, we can even culture certain microbes. Clear? And on the nutritive medium, those microbes, they have to form the colonies, and those colonies can be seen by the help of our naked eyes. Clear? Okay, next one. So I was saying you that whenever we will discuss about the microbes, the things that comes to our mind is that microbes are very harmful, right? Because they used to cause a large number of diseases in humans, in animals and plants. In last class we also talked about the food poisoning. If you remember about the food poisoning or the botulism, which is also caused by the microbes. Clear? But all the microbes, they are not harmful. Okay, they are not pathogenic. Pathogenic means the disease causing ones. Okay, so all the microbes, they are not harmful. In fact, there are certain microbes which are more useful to us than they are harmful. Okay, so those beneficial microbes, they are used in many important processes in industries, okay, in household productions, in agriculture and in sewage treatment. Okay, so in this chapter we are going to talk about those beneficial microbes which are being used for the welfare of the mankind or for the welfare of the human beings. That's why the chapter says microbes in human welfare. Okay, now in this particular chapter, since we are dealing with the microbes and their benefit or usefulness for the mankind, so you have to remember the name of the microbes. All right, this is very important. You have to remember the scientific name of the microbes, okay, the products that are obtained from them and their uses. This is very important. Okay, you have to remember the name of the microbes, the scientific name, the product, it may be the enzymes, okay, it may be the organic acids, any type of bioactive molecules which are obtained from them. You have to remember that. And next thing, you have to remember their uses. So this particular 3 points you have to remember in this particular chapter. Clear? So in our chapter or in our syllabus, we will start with the next one, microbes in industrial production. No need to go through the role of microbes in household products. It is not there in the syllabus. Okay, it has been reduced. So now we have to go to the page number 554. Page number 554. You will find the topic microbes in industrial productions. Okay, because a large number of industrial products are obtained by the use of microbes. Clear? So this includes alcoholic beverage. Even we can use the microbes for the production of antibiotics, all right, industrial alcohols, organic acids, enzymes, bioactive molecules. So we can use the microbes for the production of these particular products in the industries, all right. So in case of large scale production of the microbes in industries, all right, for the larger scale production of microbes in the industries, the microbes are grown in a large stainless vessels which are called the fermenters. So you can see the picture over here. Okay, the fermenters where the microbes are usually grown. So in order to grow the microbes in a larger scales, all right, so we have to mainly produce these microbes in a larger one, and for this they are mainly produced in a larger stainless vessels. They are grown in the larger vessels which are called the fermenters. Clear? So they are, now what are fermenters actually? So fermenters are the automated container where cultures are easily monitored and controlled. So in these fermenters, the microbes culture, it can be easily monitored and it can be easily controlled. Clear? So remember the word fermenters, and usually this particular plant is called fermentation plant. Okay, so first of all, let's begin with the use of microbes in the production of alcoholic beverage. All right, so we'll talk about the role of microbes in the production of alcoholic beverage. Now, since time immemorial, yeast have been used. It means fungi, right? It has been used for the production of beverage, alcoholic beverage like wine, beer, whiskey, brandy, or rum. Okay, so for the production of this alcoholic beverage, since for a longer period of time we are using the yeast. Now this yeast, they used to produce ethanol. Clear? They used to produce ethanol by the process of alcoholic fermentation. Clear? So this yeast, by the process of alcoholic fermentation, they used to produce ethanol. So they were being utilized for the production of those alcoholic beverage. Clear? The most commonly used fermenting yeast are, so what are those yeasts? So kindly remember the name of the yeast. Clear? First one is Saccharomyces cerevisiae, also known as brewer's yeast. Saccharomyces ilipocidus, known as wine yeast. Saccharomyces pyriformis, known as ginger and ale yeast. And Saccharomyces sec, known as sec yeast. So these are the name of the few yeast which are being used in the production of alcoholic beverage. Clear? So this is very important. You have to remember the name of these yeast which are used for the production of alcoholic beverage along with the common name. Generally, 1% of malt or rhizopus is added to the nutrient medium because yeast produces a little amylase enzyme. Okay, hydrolysis is carried out in a separate tank at a moderate temperatures for 30 minutes. The crushed fruit mixed with hot water for the obtaining malt is called mash. The sweetened nutrient medium prior to alcoholic fermentation is called the wort, W-O-R-T. It's just a simple process for the production of alcoholic beverage. Okay, so here you just have to remember the term mash, M-A-S-S, mash, and the term wort, W-O-R-T, wort. Okay, other things no need to remember. But over here is very important. Saccharomyces cerevisiae, alright, it's also known as the baker's yeast. Though it is also known as brewer's yeast, but the Saccharomyces cerevisiae It is also known as baker's yeast. Okay, so it is available in the powder form, used in the preparation of dough. Now, both carbon dioxide and alcohol escape during baking and make the baked product spongy. This we know. Okay, the next one. Yeast varieties are used in brewing industry for manufacturing alcoholic drinks. So they are also called brewer's yeast. So kindly remember this one. Okay, so Saccharomyces cerevisiae, they are only not known as the brewer's yeast, but they are also known as the baker's yeast. Okay, now most of these brewer's yeast, they are mainly Saccharomyces cerevisiae, Saccharomyces carlsbergensis for production of beer, and Saccharomyces illipocidus for preparation of wine. So kindly remember the name of the yeast which are used in making of alcoholic beverage, and remember which one is known as baker's yeast and which one is known as brewer's yeast also. Clear? So there is no confusion, because Saccharomyces cerevisiae is known as the baker's yeast also and known as the brewer's yeast also, and Saccharomyces carlsbergensis is known as beer's one also, because it is used in the preparation of beer, and Saccharomyces illipocidus is used in the preparation of wine. So remember the name of the microbes and for what purpose they are being used for. Okay, next one, we'll talk about the role of microbes in organic acid production. No need to go through the role of microbes in antibiotic production, so we will directly go into the role of microbes in the production of organic acids. Page number 556. Okay, page number 556, role of microbes in the production of organic acids. Clear? So first of all, let's see what are the different types of organic acids which are being produced by the help of the microbes. So we have got different types of organic acids which are manufactured by the application of microbes. So first one is acetic acid. Okay, so over here remember the name of the microbes and their uses. Okay, so commercial acetic acid is produced from fermented alcohol with the help of acetic acid bacteria known as Acetobacter aceti. So this is the name of the bacteria from which acetic acid is produced. Okay, the name of the microbes. So acetic acids, commercially they are being produced from fermented alcohol with the help of acetic acid bacteria known as Acetobacter aceti. Their uses: it is used in the preparation of vinegar, 10 to 15% alcohol or acetic acid. Clear? Next one, lactic acid. It is obtained from potato, starch, corn, molasses with the help of the lactic acid bacteria, alright, known as Streptococcus lactis. Remember the name of the lactic acid bacteria, Streptococcus lactis, and Lactobacillus bulgaricus, and even from the fungus Rhizopus. So from these microbes we are able to obtain the lactic acids. Okay, now it is used in, carefully, it is used in pharmaceuticals. Alright, it is used in preparation of confectionery, fruit juices, pickles, curing of meat, and the canned foods, which are the uses of lactic acids. So I am telling you one more time, remember the name of the microbes from where such organic acids are being produced along with their uses. Next one, citric acid. It is produced by fermentation by Aspergillus niger and Mucor pyriform. So remember the name of the microbes. So this citric acid is produced by fermentation by Aspergillus niger and Mucor pyriform. Okay, mainly on the sugary syrups such as cane and beet molasses, commercial glucose, sucrose, and starch. Okay, now it is also produced industrially by using the yeast Candida lipolytica. So industrially, citric acid is produced from the yeast Candida lipolytica. Okay, it is used in dyeing industries, engraving, pharmaceuticals, inks, flavoring, and preservation of food and candies. So this is the use of the citric acid. Next one, organic acids. We have got the butyric acid, which is prepared by the fermentation of Clostridium butyricum. Okay. Then gluconic acid, which is prepared by the fermentation of Aspergillus niger and Penicillium species. It is used widely as a source of calcium for the infant, cows and lactating mother. It is also used in the preparation of pharmaceuticals. So these are the roles of microbes in the organic acid production. So just remember the name of the microbes and their uses from where the organic acids are being produced. Next one, role of microbes in the production of enzymes. So what are enzymes? You know that enzymes are the biocatalysts which will increase the rate of chemical reactions without undergoing any changes. So in our body also we have got different types of enzymes which have got specific functions, right, in performing different physiological processes in our body. Clear? So here what we learn is that enzymes are the proteinaceous substances which are capable of catalyzing biochemical reactions without undergoing any changes. So therefore they are known as biocatalysts. The term enzyme was coined by William Kuhn in 1867. Okay, so he now will discuss the role of microbes in the production of different enzymes, because many enzymes are now being produced which are being used in the industries. Okay, so most of the enzymes we'll discuss now. The first enzyme that is being produced from the microbes is protease, the proteolytic enzyme. Okay, because this enzyme protease, proteolytic enzyme, they will break down proteins and polypeptides. Remember, okay, this protease, the proteolytic enzyme, they will degrade or they will break down the proteins and polypeptides. It is obtained, this protease, this proteolytic enzymes, it is obtained from Aspergillus species and from the Bacillus species. These enzymes are used in enhancing tenderness of meat, extraction of fish liver oil, clarification and chill proofing of alcoholic drinks, softening of cheese and bread, synthesis of glue, degumming of silk, cleaning of hides, and removing proteinaceous stains. So these are the uses of proteases. So here you have to remember from which microbes these protease, these proteolytic enzymes are being produced along with their uses. Clear? Next one we will talk about lipase. Lipase means the lipid digesting enzymes. Okay, so these are the enzymes which will help in the digestion of lipids. They are obtained from Candida lipolytica and Geotrichum candidum. Okay, it is used in flavoring cheese, hydrolyzing oils for soap manufacture, in detergent formulations for removing oily stains. So these are the uses of the enzyme lipase, which are obtained from the microbes Candida lipolytica and Geotrichum candidum. Okay, next enzyme is pectinase. Okay, they are obtained from the fungi grown on the pectin containing medium Aspergillus niger, they are the microbes, and Cyclamus fulva. Okay, it is used in clearing the bottled fruit juices, rating of fiber, and preparation of green coffee. So mainly when we used to see the bottled juices, right? So in the preparation of those bottled juices, mainly we will use the enzyme pectinase. So this pectinase is used in clearing the bottled fruit juices. Okay, it's obtained from the fungus, the microbes Aspergillus niger and Bioactive fulva. Okay, next enzyme is streptokinase, also known as tissue plasminogen activator or TPA. Clear? This enzyme streptokinase is obtained from the hemolytic bacteria called Streptococcus. Remember the name of the microbes? Streptococcus. Now, after modifying it genetically by the help of genetic engineering, it is used as clot buster. This is very important. Okay, which enzyme is which used as a clot buster? You have to answer streptokinase, obtained from the microbe from the bacteria Streptococcus. Okay, it is used as clot buster for dissolving blood clots in the blood vessels of the patients who had myocardial infarctions or the heart attack. This is very important. Okay, so which enzyme is used as a clot buster? You have to answer streptokinase, obtained from the microbe, the bacteria Streptococcus. Okay, it is used in removing the blood clot from the blood vessels. So these are the name of the 4 enzymes which are being produced by the help of the microbe. So there are different types of enzymes in your book. There are usually 8 enzymes, but you just need to go through the 4 enzymes. And what are those 4 enzymes? Protease, lipase, pectinase, and streptokinase. No need to go through the rest of the enzymes. Clear? Now next one, role of microbes in the production of bioactive molecules. Okay, so first one over here is the cyclosporin A. These 2 bioactive molecules are very important. Alright, this usually comes in examinations with this one. The streptokinase is very important, the name of the enzymes, and these 2 bioactive molecules, cyclosporin A and statin. These are very important. Okay, we will go through it from where they are produced and what are their uses, because they have got most important use. Okay, so cyclosporin A is produced, it's an important bioactive molecule. It's produced from the fungus Trichoderma polysporum. Remember the name of the microbes. The cyclosporin A is produced from the fungus Trichoderma polysporum. Uses: it is antifungal, anti-inflammatory, and the most important role, it is used as an immunosuppressive agent in organ transplantation. What do you mean by this? What do you mean by immunosuppressive agent? To decrease the immune system strength, because when we go for organ transplantation, we have to decrease, or we have to just make the immune system weak. Why? Because our immune system can recognize the foreign cell and the body cells or the self cells, and in case of organ transplantation, the receiver is receiving the organ from the donor. Okay, and that organ will be a foreign one to the body immune system, and if the immune system will recognize that organ as the foreign cell, and it will work against that. Okay, so the organ transplantation will not become successful. So therefore, during organ transplantation, we have to suppress the immune system, and in order to suppress the immune system, they used to give cyclosporin A. So the cyclosporin A, the important role is it is used as an immunosuppressive agent, which is used in organ transplantation. Clear? Next one, statins. The next bioactive molecule is statins, which are produced from the yeast Monascus purpureus. Remember, statins are obtained from Monascus purpureus, the name of the yeast. Now what is the role? It inhibits the enzyme responsible for the synthesis of cholesterol. This is important. Okay, now since these bioactive molecules will inhibit, means to stop, since it will stop the synthesis of cholesterol by inhibiting the enzyme responsible for its formation, it will lower the blood cholesterol level. Okay, so statins is obtained from the yeast Monascus purpureus. It inhibits the enzyme that is responsible for the synthesis of cholesterol, so it will decrease the blood cholesterol level. So the commonly used statins are, let's remember this name, the commonly used statins are atorvastatin, okay, simvastatin, pravastatin, and lovastatin. These are the name of the few statins which are commercially used, alright, to decrease the blood cholesterol level. So today we have just started with the new chapter, microbes in human welfare. We have gone through the definition of microbes. Okay, then we have learned about the role of microbes in industries for the production of alcoholic beverage. We have gone through the name of the few microbes, name of the few yeast which are used in the production of alcohol like wine, beer. Okay, then we also learned about the brewer's yeast and the baker's yeast. Then we have learned about the role of microbes in the production of organic acids like acetic acid, citric acid, lactic acid, butyric acid, and gluconic acids. We have learned the role of microbes in the production of enzymes like protease, lipase, pectinase, and streptokinase. Then we have learned the production of bioactive molecules from the microbes, where we have learned two bioactive molecules, cyclosporin A, obtained from Trichoderma perisporum, which is one of the important immunosuppressive agent, and number of statins obtained from the yeast Monaskos purpureus, which is responsible for lowering the blood cholesterol level. So this much for today. We will continue with the same chapter in the next class. Thank you.